Buckle up. This is going to be a long video. This is probably going to be a longer recap video than I anticipated. Because, dude, what kind of a shit show game is this? I mean, first of all, I'm glad we won this game. I'm glad Emory Williams found the rhythm, found the momentum that he desperately needed against Clemson Tigers, and found a way. They have found a way to get a win, especially against an ACC monster like Clemson throughout the years. And tonight they ended the losing streak against them with 4, finally starting a new one in double overtime. It was not pretty. I'll tell you why it's not pretty, because it was not pretty. I have so much to say. I have so much ranting. Heck, this is not even a video title, but it's a rage video. It's kind of a rage video. I might put that in the title. I don't know. I don't know. But, dude, I know we got the win, right? I know we got the win, but this was so pathetic to watch. There's so many issues that we need to talk about. There's so much complaining that we need to discuss. Oh, and we need to talk elephant in the room, and I'll talk about that when we get there. Okay. Emory Williams filling in, starting the game for Tyler Van Dyke on his game time decision on his hand. Apparently, he torn his ligaments in his hands, in his throwing hand, for what we know, because he played so terrible against North Carolina. Even though he torn the ligaments at the start of the season, he played like the freaking Heisman Trophy winner against, well, shitty teams, and Texas A&M, who is an SEC school. Is it an excuse? I don't know. I don't give a fuck anymore. Anyway, quarterback matchup. It is Klubnik versus Emory Williams. Emory Williams is our backup. And for those who don't know, Emory Williams is a backup from Milton, Florida. Pretty much outplayed Ja'Cory Brown. So, yeah, that's kind of why. That's kind of why you saw him more than you do with Emory Williams. So, anyway, ACC Network, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Clemson, South Carolina, Tigers versus Miami Hurricanes, Florida. Down at Hard Rock Stadium against Clemson. So, Clemson's and Miami's rivalry goes back for a long time. That's why they're opponents. We start off in Clemson 3-and-out. Okay, good start from the defense. Good stuff there. So Klubnik incomplete. Shipley lost 2 yards, and then tried scrambled for 3 yards. That's 4th and 9 punt. What else? Now it's Miami's turn. Let's see what Emory Williams could do. He passed to Brashard Smith for 12 yards. Okay, good start there. Good start there for Emory Williams. Did he continue? No. Don Chaney Jr. ran for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Penalty blocked below the waist. That's a 15-yard there. Ooh, I can't wait to talk about this. Emory Williams pass complete to Restrepo. Fumbled it. He freaking fumbled the football, but recovered by himself. So good stuff there. Timeouts, Miami. And then Emory Williams pass incomplete. So the incomplete passes from Emory Williams. To be fair, it's a freshman. And to be fair, Clemson's defense has been pretty solid. They locked up receivers, and they know how to get there on time, not early, because a lot of times, if you're early, you get called for interference. They missed one of them. So that's the praise for Clemson's defense. Next possession. Shipley ran for 7 yards. By the way, they punts to Clemson. Klubnik pass complete to Tyler Brown for 4 yards. That's good for the first. Incomplete there. 2nd and 10. Ran for no gain. So consider it a sack, but they didn't say anything about it. 3rd and 10. 34 yards is Adam Randall pass to Miami's 39. First and 10, incomplete. Second and 10, Shipley ran for no gain. Third and 10, we got him, but problem. Miami holding. So, news fresh set it down after we literally had them in their grasp. Twice. Klubnik pass complete to Tyler Brown for 7 yards. Second and 3. Mafa for 4 yards. First and goal, Klubnik pass complete to Brooks Collins, 1 yard. Second and goal, 1 yard, Klubnik. He tries to get there, but he was stopped right there. Third and goal. Oh boy, something happened that happened to us last week. So really, I can't really poke fun of because we went through the same shit last week. So what happened is Will Shipley, before even crossing the goal line, he fumbles the football and it was recovered by James Williams. They fumbled the football and did not score on the touchdown drive. And then Miami picks up the football and it was a touchback because the ball was picked up in the end zone. Really, I can't really say ha and a lot of praise for me because we've been through the same shit that they've been through. So that's in all fairness with that. But for Miami's defense, still good that we still somehow managed to not let them score. The very next play, Jacoby George, he's gone to the house. Before he even crossed the line, there was a strip fumble, but Jacoby George picked up himself. By rule, it's still a touchdown run. Touchdown Hurricanes. And Cam McCormick gets called for an unsportsmanlike. I mean, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. We got the touchdown from one play, 1 yard, from one run. And then, yeah. Now, they're saying it's a zero-yard run, but it's an 80-yard run. I don't know what they're thinking of saying that. Probably because that fumble happened before crossing the line. But nonetheless, it's a touchdown. Touchdown Hurricanes. Make it 7-0 from Borgala's kick. And we take the lead against Clemson. Okay, pretty good stuff there. Cade pass complete to Tyler Brown for 11 yards. First and 10, penalty on Clemson for false starts. First and 15, complete to Phil Mafa for 3 yards. Second and 12, pass was incomplete. Third and 12, incomplete. Then they punt the football. Then for Miami's, it's a 3 and out. Jay Allen, a lot of time, and this is true for majority of the game. Run, and run. Only 2 running backs in this game are only running the football. Jay Allen and Donald Chaney. Franklin didn't. I don't think they played. Henry Parrish, he's hurt, just like Tyler Van Dyke is hurt. So hands, they got their hands full, especially when Chaney was the one that fumbled at the end of that game against Georgia Tech. That loss still hurts. It really still hurts because losing to North Carolina, okay, sure, we deserve it because North Carolina, by the way, they lost against Virginia of all teams, and that's the team that we got next. So, it's football. Freaking football. All right, and then incomplete. Then Miami's forced to punt. So, yeah. Mafa, 4 yards. That's the end of the first quarter. We go to the second quarter. Klubnik, pass complete to Jake Bradingstool for 17 yards to the Miami 29. So they're close to the red zone. Klubnik scrambles for 4 yards. Second and 6, incomplete. Third and 6, Klubnik is sacked for 3 yards, but fumbles the football. He fumbles it, actually. He actually fumbled it. And then recovered by Miami's defense. Wow. Two possessions in a row. Actually, not in a row, but 2 out of 3 possessions. The last 3 possessions, 2 of those possessions, they fumbled the football. So they have an issue. They have an issue protecting the football, it seems like, in this game. Did we capitalize? Let's see. Emory Williams pass complete to Brashard Smith for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Williams pass incomplete, short to Jacoby George. However, Wiggins was a little bit early on the contact by rule to pass interference. So first down. 1st and 10, pass complete to Kobe on for 10 yards. That's good for the first. Pass, good coverage there, incomplete. Emory Williams complete pass for 1 yard loss to Jay Allen, and then Emory Williams pass incomplete. And then we are forced to punt. All right. Miami, blah blah blah. Unsportsmanlike. Nah, that's a wrong one. Sorry about that. All right, next possession. You'll see why, and you probably remember what I'm about to talk about. How this officiating will test my patience. All right, Cade Klubnik pass complete to Jake Benningstool for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Shipley ran for 17 yards. 1st and 10 for 2 yards is Mafah. And then, but actually, Mafah fumbled it initially, but he managed to pick it back up. 2nd and 8. Klubnik pass complete to Antonio Williams for 33 yards. Just it's such a horrible coverage there. 1st and 10, Miami 30. Cade Klubnik, pass incomplete. We need to talk about the incomplete. You know where I'm going with this. You absolutely know where I'm going with this. First off, he scrambles back. He goes back, right? Okay. But he was still in the pocket. You see what I'm trying to say? He was in the pocket. Basically where it goes something like this. You got these two lines in the middle where the quarterback is snapping the football. The two lines that like this. You know what I'm talking about on the field, right? He was in there. He was in there for quite a bit. Actually, it was a short amount of time. He throws it all the way to the right. All the way there. Nobody was there. There was no receiver. Not a single person was even at that proximity. Klubnik throws it that way. No one was there. The only people that were there were the bench, the coaching staff, the sub players. Nobody was there. So what do you call when a quarterback in the pocket throws completely to absolutely no one from that side of the field or that side of the field? You call intentional grounding, right? The whole stadium saw it. Players saw it. Even Clemson even knew that was intentional grounding. The only people that did not say it was intentional grounding were those ACC referees. They said there's a receiver in the area or some shit like that, which is bullshit. There was nobody there. He was in the pocket. And they don't call it. Guess what happens in the next two plays? I'll just skip to this pass. Klubnik pass complete to Jake Benningstool for 32 yards for a touchdown. I'm like, thanks NCAA. Now, granted, to be fair, our defense and offense weren't playing great either, but you gotta make that call. You gotta make that call, and especially when really dictates and makes a huge impact on these games. This is why Miami wants to leave ACC along FSU. FSU especially, they want to leave ACC. Now, even Clemson wants to get out of here. This division sucks. It sucks. The officiating is horrible. The division is crap. They don't make enough money. I'm getting off topic. Anyway, tie game. Good pass by Klubnik. A good pass catch by Benningstool. Nothing to take away from that. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating to even comprehend. Anyway, Clemson was called for unsportsmanlike conduct. I think what happened was, I think the ball was kicked out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken. think it was one of those plays where the ball was kicked off out of bounds. So, I think it was that one. Anyway, first and 10, pass complete to Brashard Smith, loss of yard. Second 11, pass complete to Jacoby George for a loss of 4 yards. So it's just freshman quarterback just cannot find the rhythm. Cannot find the rhythm. And then Henry Williams pass complete to Sean Shane for 3 yards, 3 and out. 3 and out. All right. Let's see here. Klubnik, loss of two. That is considered a sack. Second and 12, pass complete to Tony Williams for 14 yards. Just after all that, Clemson penalty, incomplete. Now you get intentional grounding. That's the same thing. The same thing that happened in that touchdown drive. Literally the same thing. This one was called, but not when they're about to score a touchdown. Then they call it. I guess they see the mistakes. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. Clay Klubnik, loss of a yard. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm on the wrong play. Will Shipley ran for no gain. 3rd and 24. Incomplete for Randall. However, apparently Brown was early. I don't know. This call was close to take. This close was honestly close to take. They called it a interference on Brown, and then it forces 15 yards. It's just, oh my goodness. And like we had them right at their grasp, and they call it interference on us. Anyway, Klubnik, loss of 1 yard. 2nd and 11, incomplete. Timeout's been called by Clemson. Penalty, false start. And then Clay Klubnik gets picked off. Right there, it's Cam Kinchins. Gets picked off there. He was in bounds, and we take over. Great. Good stuff there. Williams pass complete to Restrepo for 1 yard. Timeout Clemson. They need some time to maybe potentially get a score. 2nd and 9, Ajay Allen rushed for 9 yards, so that's a nice rush yard there. 1st and 10, 6 more yards for Ajay Allen. 2nd and 4, Ajay Allen 2 more yards. 3rd and 2, Emory Williams pass complete to Restrepo. 1st down, and then pass tightly covered, and then Emory Williams actually finally take a deep shot down the field. It was picked off. All right, well, it's near the end of the second quarter. All right, the end of half. Klubnik gets sacked by Francisco Makwa, right? Loss of 9 yards. His knee hit the end zone. You know what the definition is? Okay, here's what happened in this play. Here's why us Miami fans are so pissed off about this officiating. The grounding miss. That's one thing, right? You miss one call, okay, so what? But then you miss this one. Here's what happened. Klubnik is scrambling with the football. He goes back, right? He's going back. He's making he's making a shift to left by going backwards. He's still going backwards with the football. He's scrambling, going back while turning left. He did not go forward at all. Makwa getting to him first, sacking Klubnik, sacking him on the line, mind you, on the line. And furthermore, right? And furthermore, his knee, Klubnik's knee, and the football and the elbow all hitting the end zone on the ground. By rule, if you're going backwards, scrambling to the left while going backwards, that's a safety. If your knee is on the freaking end zone ground, as well as the football still in the end zone, and the elbow, by rule, that's a safety. However, the referees, They determined it was forward progress, and it's still a sack. What? What? Are you kidding me? NCAA said that's a safety. That's the rule. That is literally the rule. You cannot miss a call like that. I'm looking down this way because I'm trying to find, okay, I found it. Look at this. Hold up. I gotta go backwards. This is for my friends. If you're watching, shout out to you. Look at this play, right? Everything landed on the end zone. Everything. By rule, that's safety. The referees completely missed it. Completely freaking missed it. Even FSU fans, our biggest rival, said that's a safety. The referees need to be held accountable once in a while. And personally, I despise bashing on referees because I know and especially myself, it's so hard to officiate a sports game. No matter what sport it is, it's so difficult. But whatever that's blatantly obvious, right in front of you, and then you relied on the replay, and you still fucked it up. They need to be, especially the ACC referees, they need to be held accountable. They really need to be held accountable. Why am I complaining even though we won the game? Simply put it, accountability. You ever heard of accountability? Those are the big things that could have fucked us in this game. No, I apologize for my profanity words, but I'm just saying. Imagine we did lose this game. We would talk about this for hours. Anyway, Shipley runs for 2 yards. That's halftime. All right. I think I said what I need to say, even though there's still some bullshit after everything. Brashars, okay. Now we start off the second half because we elected to defer to Clemson prior in the first half. Second half, we start off with Brashard Smith running for 2 yards. Second and 8, Jay Allen loss of 2. Third and 10, incomplete pass to Jacoby. Or actually, no, he completed pass, but he wasn't even make it to the punt line. He tried, but he didn't make it, and they're forced to punt. Clemson, Will Shipley rushed for 3 yards. Second and 7, Clubnet pass complete to Tyler Brown for 10 yards. First and 10, complete pass to Box Collins for 28 yards. I mean, defense just non-existent. I mean, what are you doing? Troy Stellato pass for 17 yards. They're close to the red zone. Pass incomplete. Well, Shipley ran for 3 yards. Now they're in the red zone, and Klubnik was sacked for 3 yards. And Clemson just kicks a field goal, and Clemson takes a lead for Clemson on a field goal. Great. All right. Kickoff. All right. Cheney rushed for a gain of 9 yards out of bounds. Okay, so this. All right. So this was the. All right. So this was a. Is this the play? No, it wasn't. That was a while ago. Freaking okay. Cheney rushed for 9 yards for the first play. However, Miami was called for a hold. Replay it down. Even though 9 yards could get you pretty far. But nope. Back up. At this point, I feel like the game is one-sided. Every stinking call is going towards Miami. Big ones, too. Clemson got penalties, too, but they were small ones. They were like false start penalties. The majority of them were false start penalties. This one, they're getting called. They're getting screwed left and right with these holding calls and all the bullshit. First and 10, Emory Williams pass complete to Brashard Smith for 11 yards. That would have been good for the first down, but Second and 9, pass complete to Restrepo for a loss of 3 yards. 3rd and 12 pass complete to Kobe Young for 11 yards. Timeout Miami because they were discussing what they're going to do in this 4th and 1 play. They elected to try to go for it. Cheney rushed up the middle for 11 yards for a first down. So good play there. Henry Williams pass complete deep right. Pass incomplete to Jacoby George. George was picking up. However, there's a penalty. Yay! Penalty on Clemson, right? Wrong. Magua gets called for a hold. We finally had our first play in the opposition side of the field, and then we get called back for a holding. Replay it down. Jay Allen rushed for 5 yards on the 50. 2nd and 15. Jay Allen for 5 more yards. Our second play on the opposition field. Pass complete to Restrepo for 8 yards. 4th and 2. They elected to go for it again. Riley Williams on the pass to the tight end. Did not even make it. Clemson takes over on downs. Klubnik pass complete to Bringing Stool for 50 yards. I mean, wow. And then Clay Klubnik, Jake Bringington again. This time he was inbounds. They said it was incomplete initially, but according to them, they said the knee hit the ground first before the toe hit out of bound. It kind of looked like it did, so I'm not much to complain there. Clemson Tigers touchdown, and they're up by 10. Yeah, this game was really painful to watch. This game was painful to watch. I was ready to turn off the TV when something goes wrong again, until we get to the 4th quarter. Cheney ran for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 pass complete to Restrepo for 5 yards. 3rd and 1, Cheney for 4 yards. And then Cheney, that's first down. Cheney for 4 more yards. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. What did I say in the first half, right? Because Williams still has yet to make big time passes. Run, and run. Somehow, the running game works. Brashard Smith ran for 4 yards. Cheney ran for 4 yards. It goes to the 50-yard line. That's good for the first. Then Williams decided to pass to Riley Williams. That's good for 5 yards. Brashard Smith 1 yard. 3rd and 4. Cheney Jr. rushed for 13 yards. That could have been a touchdown, but he was dived and hit in the leg. So good tackle there. Cheney for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. And Jay Allen for 3 yards. Third and 2. Jay Allen gets a huge first down, and we're in the red zone. We are in the red zone. 1st and 10, Cheney ran for 4 yards. And Jay Allen ran for 3 yards. 3rd and 3, Emory Williams this time passes the football to the left. Is Kobe Young, big time catch, touchdown Hurricanes. I think that's his first touchdown pass of the season. I might be wrong. I think it is. Emory Williams gets a big one. He did it with the passing play. You expect something. You would expect something like a rushing play for a touchdown, but he passed and completely, barely fooling the defense, and we get one back. And then the PAT is good. We are just down by 3 against Clemson. Now the defense need to come up big here. Did they? Shipley rushed for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 incomplete. And then huge incomplete pass after the timeout. Pretty nice coverage by the Miami's defense. So they do come up big. All right, now, what's happened here? Next up, it's our turn. Cheney Jr. rushed for loss of 3. Emory Williams pass incomplete. Oh, it might have been the Kobe Young incomplete pass. Oh, he almost had that. He almost had that football. He did, but it looked like the defender stripped it away before he got completion of the football. It's just tough. It's just tough. But he did make up for it. 3rd and 13, Williams pass complete to Kobe Young for 16 yards at the 50-yard line. Nice stuff there. Miami calls a timeout. Jay Allen rushed for 3 yards. 2nd and 7, loss of yardage, Chaney Jr. 3rd and 8, Emory Williams pass complete to Kobe Young for 25 yards. So, there you go. Emory Williams finding his rhythm. He's finding his momentum and rhythm for the passing play. He's finding Kobe Young, and Kobe Young is doing what Kobe Young is doing this season. Catching and running and finding some lanes to get up there further. So good stuff there. Donald Chaney Jr. rushed for 2 yards. 2nd and 8, 1 yard. Emory Williams passing complete in the end zone. I don't know. Borregales kicks a field goal to tie the game up, 17-17. All 3 plays under 2 minutes. Klubnik throws an incomplete pass. So that's huge because that would leave us having 1:31 left. Is it 1:31? No, 1:26 left. No, it is 1:31 left. It was 1:31 left. So, we have a chance to actually win this game. We start at our own 28. What does Miami do here? So, they pass the football, right? They pass for 6 yards. Okay, now you have to huddle back. Now you have to get back. Donald Chaney Jr. rush for 4 yards, 38 yards. Great! First down, stops the clock momentarily. Now, should they no huddle? Or should they call a timeout? I personally believe they should have no huddle and spike the ball to save a timeout. What does Miami do? What does Cristobal does? What does they do here? They huddled. Why huddle when a clock is winding down? What are you doing? We have a chance to take the lead and win the game. We have a shot. You have to give Emory Williams a shot to throw the football. You got to do it. You just got to do it. The next play, Williams throws an incomplete pass. Okay, maybe we'll find something here. Maybe he'll throw it again down the field, and somebody will go to the sideline. Right? Can you make that happen? And then Borregales could kick it big. What does Miami do? They ran for 4 yards, and then they never even called a timeout. Just this clock management is It's horrible. The clock management this season is horrible. The Georgia Tech game is proving my point time and time again. Cristobal's time management thing. I don't know what's going through his mind. But all I can tell you is this. Something fell in my hand. I can tell you is this. It's not good management. It's awful. It's garbage. And no surprise, it's overtime. Overtime, freaking college football game. So, couple of times they didn't even make it. Was it a rushing play? It was a rushing play. I think it was shift play. 2nd and 8. Then pass incomplete. Freaking flag gets called for an offside. And after that, there was a pass complete to Brown. Then now that's 1st and 10. It is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Okay, Clade Klubnik gets sacked by Ruben Bain, the freshman. The 4-star freshman lost at 10 yards. And then Jonathan White just kicks a field goal to go up 20-17. Miami has to do something here as well. So they didn't even get down the field as they should have. It's pretty much a 3 and out. And Borregales just kicks the field goal to tie the game up 2020. Okay. Now we go to second overtime. Emory Williams pass complete to Brashard Smith for 12 yards. Great stuff there. 1st and 10, and Jay Allen rushed for 4 yards. Jay Allen again rushed for 3 more yards. Clemson calls a timeout because they really can't seem to figure out something there. I think one of the plays, was it this possession or was it the last possession? There was a 3rd down play. It was a 3rd down play. I think it was the last drive, actually. The last drive. You know those penalties that were going against us? There was a big one. but we didn't even. I don't think we scored a touchdown there. It was that field goal. Yeah, it was the last drive. Horse collar. That horse collar. Every Williams trying to find something on the right side, and horse collar tackle called on Clemson. That is a penalty. So that was the last drive. Now I know. This thing doesn't even tell me. Anyway, that was a while ago. So timeout. Clemson. They're trying to figure out the defensive play. It's gonna be a running play, but Williams tricks the defense. He actually stays having the football, carrying the football, and it shoots passing to Kobe Young for 3 yards, and that's a first down. He got the first down, completely fooling the defense somehow, some way, and then gets the first. The next play, it would be a rushing play, and Jay Allen takes pride in this, rushes in there, gets the touchdown. Touchdown Hurricanes, and the best part, 2-point conversion is good by Jay Allen. So, Jay Allen completely feeling himself, taking some pride for this game, knowing that we have the lead against Clemson Tigers, and all we need is a defense to step up. They need to step up there. So, the Miami's defense, they would come up big. There are a few incomplete passes. Shipley runs for 2. And then we get to 4th down. We eventually get to 4th down because they didn't even make it. It was incomplete, right? The next play, Corey Flagg against Cade Klubnik. The left side of the field, nobody was at the left side of the end zone. Corey Flagg, and it's kind of convenient too. We keep getting flagged, and we got a defensive play that's last name is Flagg with another G. Takes down Klubnik, and I can finally say the Canes win. They have win this game 28-20 in double overtime at Hard Rock Stadium against an ACC opponent. And with Cristobal's time with Miami Hurricanes, even though his clock management is horrible, that's his first win against an ACC opponent at home. That's just facts. So finally, what makes this win even bigger, the referees, ACC referees, deliberately really try their hardest to not get us to win. Another bigger reason why this game has been bigger for us to win, no Van Dyke. Van Dyke did not even play. He was recovering his hands. No Henry Parrish Jr. didn't even play. And at this win, we still have the eligibility to even play a bowl game. So, a huge win here against Clemson Tigers, the team that's been really dominant for years for the ACC and for NCAA. We get one against Clemson, and our next opponent is against Virginia Cavaliers. I think it's Cavaliers. Yeah, it's Cavaliers at Hard Rock Stadium. Virginia's not gonna be an easy opponent this time because they beat North Carolina Tar Heels. I swear to God. North Carolina, top 10 team after that win against us. They have been stunned by Virginia. Well, I don't know. Anyway, let's go with a box score. So, Cade Klubnik, 18 for 34. His yardage is 314 yards. 2 touchdown passes. One for Bringington. No, both of them was from Bringingstool. Not Bringington, I'm sorry. Bringingstool. Both of them were for him. And it was picked off once. That was Cam Kitchens. Emory Williams, he had that 1 touchdown pass for Kobe Young. He was picked off once. That was during that long shot at the second half. At the first half, 24-33, 151 yards. Okay, not bad performance for a freshman. Will Shipley, 15 yards, 44 yards. Brashard Smith, clearly his game. He has that He had Brashard Smith, or no, not Brashard Smith. It was Jacoby George. Jacoby George has that rushing touchdown for 80 or more. I don't know why they're saying he has none. I think it was because of that fumble. Anyway, they have more. They have more than what they have. 87 yards is Brashard Smith. Donald Chaney has 63 yards for 17 carries, and Jay Allen's 16 carries and 54 yards. Not bad for rushing. 2 touchdown rushing games, both from Jay Allen, especially after the 2-point conversion as well, and Jacoby George. So big time stuff for the running game. Colby Young, I mean, not surprised there. Completely stands out. 6 receptions, 76 yards, 1 touchdown pass. That was to get back within 3. Bringing it in, I mean, 2 touchdown passes from Klubnik. Now there were a few fumbles. Now Williams picks up the fumble from, I think it was either Shipley. I think it was Shipley that fumbled it there, or Klubnik. It was one of those two. James Williams picks it up, and then that gets touched back, and we know about Jacoby George after that. Mafa loses the football, but managed to pick it up, I think. Yeah, he managed to pick up the fumble. And then Klubnik loses the touchdown. He actually loses one. And yeah, Shipley did lose one. There it is. And I think that was picked up by that was Wesley Basaith. He receives one from Klubnik. And then Klubnik fumbles it again, but he picks it back up himself. Restrepo loses the fumble, but picks itself back up. Brashard Smith also loses the fumble, but pick it back up. And you can even say Jacoby George fumbles it too, but picks it up for a big touchdown right there. Interception, Cam Kitchens. Sheridan Jones was the one that picked off Williams in that long shot. There we go. And that's Jonathan White's 2 for 2. Borgales 2 for 2. Completely evens up until double overtime. And then the team stats for rushing, 211 yards for Miami's rushing. Just 31 for Clemson, because Clemson's more of a passing game. And 151 yards for Emory Williams, too. So, not bad. 8 penalties for Miami, 90 yards. And there were a couple of calls that could have and should have went more against Clemson. Especially the intentional grounding that they just blatantly missed. Now the score would have been different. It should have been 7-9, but they missed the save. They missed the safety. By the way, either way, guys, it's a long video. It's 43-minute long. I did some thinking with this video, and yeah, there's no way I just cannot let them get away with this. I cannot just sit there and say, well, we played perfectly. No, because we did not. Clock management was horrible. ACC referees were not that great. They need to be held accountable. I'm all about the truth. So if I get in trouble, so be it. Because, yes, I know, they're human too, and we all make mistakes time to time, but you cannot miss those calls. You just can't. Now, I would have gone insane on this recap if we lost this game, but we won this game pretty big. It was a big game to win against Clemson of all teams. Next up is against Virginia Cavaliers, 3:30 Eastern Time at Hard Rock on ACC Network. So pretty excited. I'm trying to be excited. Maybe Van Dyke does come back for that game. Who knows? And then we got NC State after that, Florida State after that. Oh man, let's see what happens from there. Anyway, I'm done making this video. Done wasting your time. You get the point of it. So yeah, folks, that's going to do it for this video. If you have enjoyed this video and me going absolutely crazy and talking about this, hit that like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TG has your back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. It's Miami TG signing out, folks. I'll see you guys tonight for the Miami Dolphins recap. Go Dolphins, and I'll see you guys then. Good night, everybody.